Why are people in Australia's town living underground?
In Australia, there is a town that exists not above but beneath the surface of the earth.
A town that lives underground.
They eat, they sleep, and they go to church, they even shop underground.
Situated in South Australia, in the outback, there is a town called Kubopidi. These people live inside a stone. They get up every morning in absolute darkness since they have no windows. They get dressed by utilizing storerooms cut out of stone. They cook breakfast, and afterward they go to work underground. There is a moon and mine exhibition hall.
They go to supper, and they even pray underground. There is a Serbian church and an Anglican church. They live their whole lives underground.
But why?
This all began a long time ago.
Miners moved here to search for opals.
But it was too hot when they got here.
This is in the outback, and here it gets super hot. One might broil an egg on the asphalt.
At the point when individuals previously moved here, there was no cooling, so they needed
to track down alternate ways of cooling their homes. Billy Hutchison, a 14-year-old individual from a prospecting party, found the principal
opal nearby, prompting the foundation of a settlement. Since they've been digging for a long time, they knew where to dig the passages. Thus, they dove into the slopes and burrowed a large number of rooms until they at last
had a house.
Then they continued onward, house by house, block by block, quicker and quicker, until
they constructed an entire town.
Kubopidi has numerous stories, from the main Australians to diggers and everything in between. It's where everyone meets up, and this underground town is pretty genius in light of the fact that regardless of how hot it gets over the ground, they can remain cool. At the point when it's cool in the colder time of year, it's beautiful and warm inside.
And it's exceptionally cool in the late spring when it's hot outside. But it can be hard to live this way.
In some cases, there isn't a lot of air underground, so they need to put tiny tubes on the rooftop to breathe. What's more, on the off chance that you don't fabricate your home the correct way, it could
collapse.
Be that as it may, even with this multitude of difficulties, a huge number of individuals
decide to remain and adjust. Kubopidi is eminent for its opal mining and is frequently alluded to as the opal capital of the world.
Due to the extreme heat, many people in the town live underground in dugout homes because
the town is in a remote location.
The exceptional underground homes in Kubopidi are cut into the slopes to create a more
pleasant living climate.
Furthermore, Kubopidi draws in sightseers who are keen on investigating the opal mines, encountering the nearby culture, and seeing the striking scene of the district.
By 1915, native Australians possessed the region for millennia before European appearance.
While they probably had some awareness of the opals, their presence wouldn't be considered
found in the customary sense.
These underground residences act as a clever shelter, providing a sanctuary of solace and
a steady temperature over time.
Kubopidi's specialty lies in its lavish opal mines, which yield a stunning cluster of valuable
jewels. Excited guests can submerge themselves in the neighborhood custom of opal fossicking, setting out on a mission to find their own special secret fortunes underneath the sun-seared surface. The town's scenery is completely extraordinary, looking like a lunar scene with its broad, dusty fields, rough outcrops, and the remainders of deserted mines dabbing the territory.
Kubopidi isn't only a settlement, it features underground hotels, shops, churches, and even an art gallery, all of which provide a captivating glimpse into this unconventional subterranean
lifestyle, a testament to human adaptability. Gotten from the native word Kubopidi, signifying white man's opening, Kubopidi is a blend of
variety, inviting inhabitants from 45 nations. This multicultural embroidery adds to the town's rich and fluctuating environment, creating an amicable mix of customs.
The vibrant celebration of the town's opal mining heritage is the annual Kubopidi Opal Festival.
The celebrations unfurl with exuberant motorcades, reverberating with the kaleidoscope of varieties. exuding from Opal shows. The air is loaded up with amicable kinds of unrecorded music, creating a cheerful climate. That gives recognition to the strength and soul of the local area that flourishes in this special underground world. Presently, Kubopidi resembles one major blissful family.